Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Is the voice is audible to you? Is the voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. And today we'll see the next topic. That is, yesterday, what is the topic that I said? I think one more.
For the basic computers.
Okay, okay. That today I will explain. I think B10 students came. Is B10 students are came? ఎవరన్నా ఒకళ్ళు చెప్పండి. B10 వచ్చారా? B11 okay. B10 Vivek Reddy. Is it audible? 34, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26. One zero zero one. Is it audible? 1008. Saiti.
Sir, it's audible, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Today we'll see the topic. So you have to see today timing and control unit. Okay. So this is the next topic that you are seeing, timing and control unit. Before going to this topic, what are the three types of instructions? The three types of instructions are memory reference instructions, and for this, whenever I is 0, it is direct addressing mode. I is 1 means indirect addressing mode. And opcode is nothing but what is the operation that you are performing, that is opcode, then that will sub the operand. Okay. Whereas in register reference instructions, the I bit is always 0, opcode is 1, so it is nothing but register reference instructions always. Okay. Then input output instructions, what is the I value? I value is 1 and output is 111. So that is nothing but input output instructions. We have seen these instructions, and separately also we will see all these instructions. Okay. And today we'll see the timing and control unit of a computer. Okay. And yesterday I think I given some introduction. Okay, no problem. So timing and control unit. Timing and control unit now. So what is timing and control unit is nothing but control unit. Say actually you always have the machine instructions. See this control unit, what it will do, it translate that machine instructions into micro operations. Okay, a sequence of micro operations. Okay, now today we'll see the timing and control unit. So the timing, so these are a few basic points which are important. The timing of all registers in the basic computer is controlled by a master clock generator. Is it okay? So for all registers which are present in the basic computer are always controlled by a clock, that is nothing but master clock. Okay, and these clock pulses are applied to all flip-flops and registers, and in the control unit also, if for flip-flops and registers we will apply these clock pulses. Okay, so that is the purpose of the clock pulse. Clock pulse, why you require the clock pulse? Whenever it is a sequential circuit, you have to give the clock. So wherever flip-flops and registers are present in the system, you have to give the clock. And this clock itself does not change the output of the system. Always you have to enable the control input. Then only we can send the data. So assume that always you have to give the clock to sequential circuits. If you give the sequential circuits clock, then automatically the output will not be transferred one register to other register or memory to register. You have to enable the control signal also. Enable control signals makes Japan in last class. So those are load. Then one more is in clear. చెప్పండమ్మా ఎవరో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. లోడ్, ఇంక్రిమెంట్, క్లియర్. ఓకే, సో those are the control signals. And one more point I said, no, what is the point I said? The control unit. So the control unit, what is the point I said? The control unit will translate the mission instructions into a sequence of micro operations. Okay, and it will also, the control unit also generates the timing signals also. Okay, so timing signal means at what time what you have to do. So it will be specified by that timing signal. Okay, and the control unit can be constructed in two different ways. Okay, first one is hardwired control unit. Second one is microprogrammed control unit. So hardware control unit means you can use both combinational circuits as well as sequential circuits to construct the hardwired control. Okay, so next one is microprogrammed control. This is nothing but we will use the microprogram which is present in the control memory. So it is like software. Okay, so whereas so two different ways you can design the control unit. First method is hardware control unit, where you can use the combinational circuits and sequential circuits, whereas in microprogram control unit you have to use the programs which are present in the control memory. Okay, then that's what I said. What is the point I said? That is present here. Hardware organization will use the flip-flops, decoders. Can anyone flip-flop is what type of circuit? Combinational or sequential? It's a combinational or sequential. It's a sequential circuit, whereas decoder is the combinational circuit, and some other digital circuits also there, which are combinational or sequential. Okay. So whereas in the microprogrammed organization, I already said whereas in the microprogram organization, always I said, no, you have to place the program in the control memory. Okay, so these are the two different ways to construct the control unit. Now see this command, all of you. Now I will explain this command, and later I will show the operation by using a block diagram and timing diagram. Okay, so first try to understand this one point, D3 T4. Okay, when D3 is active, D3 active ante general ga 1 అని అర్థం. Okay, so T4 is active, that means it is 1. So when D3 T4 both are active, because it is a end operation. When both are active, then I have to clear the sequence counter to 0. ఒక పాయింట్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటామా, when D3 is 1, T4 is 1, you have to clear the sequence counter to 0. Okay, and what is this I will explain.
Sir, what is D3 and T4?
That's what I will explain all those things. Okay, T4 is nothing but a timing cycle, but example you try to now assume that this cycle, now in next block diagram I will explain that. Okay, so the point here, D3 T4 both are 1s means I have to clear the sequence counter to 0. Okay, now this is the block diagram. Now here we will understand. Okay, so the control unit of a basic computer. Anyone, what is the instruction register size? Instruction register size entamma evarana cheppandi. It is a 16-bit register, and 15th bit is always called as the I bit. When I is 0 cheppamma, what addressing mode? ఎవర్నో ఒకరు చెప్పండి, I0 అంటే which addressing mode? V11 చెప్పండి ఎవరో ఒకరు.
Direct address.
When I is 0, it is the direct addressing mode. When I equal to 1, it is indirect addressing mode. And how many opcode bits are there here? Opcode bits ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి చెప్పండి అమ్మా. 12, 13, 14. That means totally how many bits? Only 3 bits are there. So how many different operations you can do? 8 different operations we can do. So 12, 13, 14 bits are called as opcode bits. And 15 is nothing but I bit. 15th bit is called as the I bit, and 12, 13, 14 bits are called as the opcode bits. Okay, and 8 different operations you can do. Then 0 to 11 is the address of the operand. Okay, now see anyone in this hardware control unit. So what are the different blocks are there? Control logic gates, decoder, instruction register, sequence decoder, 4-bit sequence counter. So it contains the both combination circuits and sequential circuits. Okay, so I already said hardware control unit means we'll use both combination circuit and sequential circuits. Okay, now in this, what are the blocks? Instruction register, decoder, control logic gate, sequence decoder, sequence counter, then I bit. So these are the, once you verify the block diagram, I will explain. So go through the block diagram once. What are the blocks are there? Try to verify once. Okay, what I understand, do you understand? See what are the registers are there and what is the size of the decoder, control logic gate, sequence counter, then sequence decoder. Verify this block diagram, all of you, 2 minutes. Is all of you seen the block diagram? So I already said instruction register. So 15th bit I is 0 means direct, I is 1 means indirect addressing mode. Then 12, 13, 14 bits. First of all, what control unit will do? The control unit, what it will do means after getting the mission instructions, it will decode those mission instructions and it will convert into a sequence of micro operations by initiating the different timing signals. Okay. In general, if you want to execute any instruction, always the time it has to initiate the timing signals. So it is T0, T1, T2, T3, and so on, like this. Okay. Now see here. Now I'll explain this diagram. Check number. 12, 13, 14 bits are called as opcode bits, which are decoded by, what is the size of the decoder here? 3/8 decoder. That means how many inputs it has? 3 inputs it has, and it has the 8 outputs: D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Is it okay? D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. That means whenever you are given the opcode 0, 0, 0, then D0 is active. D0 is active and meaning it is 1. D0 is 1 and all remaining bits are zeros because you already know the decoder. Okay. So this is the purpose of the decoder. So what decoder is doing? Decoder is decoding the opcode by 8 bits, D0 to D7. So if 000 is the opcode, then D0 is 1 and all remaining bits are zeros. Okay. And similarly, if it is opcode is 001 means which bit is active? 001 and every bit active. First bit is active and all remaining bits are zeros. So try to remember this. Okay. Then sequence counter. So sequence counter is nothing but it will generate the it is nothing but it will increment the counter by 1. Okay. So 4-bit sequence counter. Suppose assume that initially 4 zeros are there. Now, if you increment this, it will be, what is the value? 001. Okay. Are you understand? So like that. Now, so it is giving the 4 outputs, 4 zeros. Assume that 0001. So 0001. Initially, it is sequence counter is 0. Now assume that it is generating 0001. Okay. And what it will do? So So now the sequence decoder, which the size is 4 by 16, it will decode these 4 inputs into 16 different timing signals, which are T0, T1, T2, T3, T4, and so on up to T15. And some of the instructions require only up to T4. At that time, what you have to do means you have to clear the sequence counter to 0. Okay. Once again, you have to do sequence counter to 0. Okay. And I will show that in the diagram. Okay. So next one. So what you understand from this sequence counter is nothing but initially it has the zeros, four zeros. Then those you have to increment by 1. So 0001. So we'll give 0001 and it will record that and it will give 16 different timing signals T0 to T15. Okay. And some instructions require only T0 to T. It requires only 3 clock cycles, T0, T1, T2, like that. Okay. T0 is nothing but a clock cycle. Okay. Okay. Some instructions require only 3 clock cycles. Some instructions require 4 clock cycles, like that. Okay. And suppose I want to clear the sequence counter. So it is incremented like this. No. Now I want to clear sequence counter. Can anyone, what I have to do? Cheppandi, what are the control inputs for sequence counter? Check chesi cheppandi, emunnai chadavandi poni choose. Roll number 8, Akila Chapama, what are the inputs of the sequence counter?
Increment, clear, and clock.
Now I want to clear this. When I want to clear this, actually sequence counter contains 0010. I want to clear this. So which control input has to be active?
Clear, clear.
Clear has to be active. Active and change it has to be 1. And
1.
Remaining 2 are
zeros.
Not remaining 2. Only increment is 0. This is clock. Always you will require the clock signal. Okay. So clear.
Sir, clock. What should be clock?
Clock has to be clock signal only. Okay.
Okay.
Rising clock. Okay. In general, we'll take the rising clock in this example. Okay. When clear is 1 and increment is 0 and clock signal is there. Now, can anyone, what happens to this value? 0010 becomes what value? Is it, are you understand? Now, what is the sequence counter? Sequence counter is 4 zeros. So 0010 is clear to 4 zeros. Is it okay? Then these timing signals you have to give to, by decoder, I am decoding these 4 inputs into 16 different timing signals, and all those timing signals and this decoder outputs I am giving to the control logic gates. And what control logic gates will do? The control logic gates will initiate the control outputs. That means it will perform the micro operation that you have to do. Sequence of micro operations it will initiate. Okay. So this is the block diagram. So once again, I'm explaining the block diagram. Try to listen what I am saying. And some of those things will be explained in the next, this timing diagram also. Okay. So first to control unit, hardware control unit. Hardware control unit, it is a mixture of both combinational and sequential circuits. And next one is, it contains the instruction register, decoder, control logic gates, sequence decoder, sequence counter, and I bit. And say 15th bit is the I, which is called as I is 0 means direct, 1 means indirect addressing mode, and 12, 13, 14 bits are called as opcode bits. That means you can do 8 different operations, and these 3 inputs will be decoded by the decoder, and you will get the 8 different outputs. Example, if it is opcode is 000, and always T0 has to be active, and all remaining bits are zeros. All these bits are zeros. Okay, that is the one point. And these 0 to 11 bits are given to the control logic gates. Okay, then next one is sequence counter. Initially contains the value 0, and it has to be increment. So when you have to increment, can anyone, I want to increment 4 zeros. What I have to do? What is the control signals? Can you say? What is the increment value? Increment value is 1. Clear value is 0.
0.
Clock has to be there. Then what's the value I'll get? Sequence counter? S is
0001.
1. Okay, like that. This 0001 is decoded by different timing signals. That is 16 timing signals. But it doesn't require all timing signals. So few timing signals you will use. Okay. And these timing signals are given to the control logic gates. This control logic gate has other inputs also. and it will produce the output, which is nothing but initiate the sequence of micro operations. Okay. So this is nothing but hardwired control unit. Okay. Now this same diagram I will explain with the help of the timing diagram. Okay. Now already I explained this. చెప్పండమ్మా D3 T4 SC0 అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి చెప్పండి, ఎవరైనా చెప్పండి. D3 T4 0 means what is the meaning? When D3 is 1, T4 is 1, I have to clear the
Sequential operation. So
sequential counter.
counter to zeros.
Yes. So we'll see the next slide. Now in timing diagram, you will understand. If you have any doubt, once it is completed, you try to ask if you have any doubt. Okay. Now you already know.
Sir, previous and other operators and then, sir. Other inputs, sorry.
See, these are the other inputs. Okay. Other inputs is nothing but few signals based on the, see, different computers has different inputs. So some of the computers you require other inputs also. So we are mentioning just as other inputs. Okay. Because it is a general basic computer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It's on the particular computer. And now already I said now generated by a 4-bit sequence counter and 4/16 decoder. This is called as the timing diagram. This is called as timing diagram. Timing diagram. Okay, and it is nothing but this timing diagram is nothing but generated by your sequence counter, because sequence counter decoded by a 4/16 sequence decoder. Okay, then SC can be incremented or cleared. I will show that example. I already said in general how many T0, T1, T2, T3, T4 and T5 and so on up to what value? T15. But what is the command I said? Command in Japan, which command I said? This is the command. Maybe this 0 came here. Chudandi command meaning first Japani. D3 T4 colon SC tends to 0. What's the meaning of this? When D3 is active, T4 is active, I have to clear the sequence counter. Now anyone assume that, now see here, one point here they given. At time T4, if the decoder output D3 is active, so వినండి అందరూ అదే చెప్పింది నేను ఇందాక నుంచి. At time T4 is active, at that time if D3 is active means I have to clear what? Sequence counter to 0. Okay. So I will not get T5. I will get once again, because sequence counter to 0 means once again what I will get? So once again I will get the T0. Okay. Once again next cycle I will get T0, T1, T2 like that I will get. Okay. So I will explain this with the help of the timing diagram. So first of all, check number. Is the timing diagram is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Now this is the clock signal. Now can anyone, what is this edge? This edge is the rising edge or falling edge? It is going
Rising edge. Rising edge.
down to up. So it is called as the rising edge. So now I am assuming my computer will work in the rising edge. Okay. So you can decide your computer. It may be falling edge or it may be rising edge. So, but I designed my computer with the help of the rising edge. Okay. Now clock is from here, from low to high you are getting. So it is called as the rising edge. Now chudandamma, one clock signal is nothing but which one? One clock signal means it has some on time and off time. Okay. This is on time, and whereas this is off time. This is nothing but on time. Okay. And this entire duration is nothing but what? So can anyone, what is this clock cycle name? On time, off time, which is given by
T0.
Yes. Now same the next same clock cycle. Next clock cycle emundo cheppandi. So once again on
T1.
time, once again on time, then off time. This is called as the T1.
T1.
Next once again on time and off time, which is nothing but T2.
T2.
And next one is on time, off time, T3. Next time is
T4.
Oh, yes. Understand? After T4, once again I'm getting T0.
T0.
So why I'm getting T0, I will explain. Okay. Now, in the first clock cycle, check the first clock cycle, active on the children signal. So this clock cycle, ఈ క్లాక్ సైకిల్ లో చెక్ చేయండి. In this clock,
T0 is active.
T0 is active. So T0 is active. Okay. In the second clock cycle, now see here. See, at this first rising edge, this T0 become active. Okay. And once again, at this rising edge, it become deactive. Okay. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి చెప్తున్నాను. ఇనీషియల్లీ T0 ఏముందో చెప్పండి ఇక్కడ. Initially T0 low. Now whenever you are getting the clock signal, it has to be
Rising edge.
rising. And once again when you are getting rising edge, once again it will be
Falling.
okay. Low. Now similarly, so suppose one more assumption is when T0 is active and all remaining has to be unactive only. Okay, because here it is active, so no other timing signal should not be active. Is the point understand? If one timing cycle is active, all remaining timing cycles has to be not active or deactive. So
Yes, sir.
Chapandi, when here T1 is what value? Here also
Low.
So low, but at T0 it becomes low. So T1 has to be
Rising edge.
rising. That is nothing but active. Okay. Now once again at T1, now T1 is active, and in this clock cycle, in this rising edge, once again it is becoming
Low.
Is it okay? Now similarly, next chapandi T2 here, what is the value? Low, because here it is active, so it has to be low, and here it is active, it has to be low, and in this rising edge T1 is low, so T2 has to be active.
Rising.
Okay, is it understandable to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So you got T0, you got T1, then you got T2. When T2 becoming deactive, then T3 become active. Okay, then once again at this rising edge, the T3 becoming deactive. Then T4 is active at this rising edge. ఇప్పుడు అందరు చెక్ చేయండి అమ్మా. T4 is active. Here at T4 is active. Now the point, ఏం పాయింట్ చెప్పండి ఇక్కడ.
D3 T4 sequential.
When D3 T4 is active, then you have to clear the sequence counter.
Sequential conditional to 0.
Sequence counter to 0.
Counter to 0.
ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి ఏంటో. Now T4 is active. Now I am giving one D3 signal. D3 signal, is it active here? Whenever T4 is active, whether it is active.
Yes, sir.
When
Yes, sir.
D4 both are, if you do AND operation, 1 into 1.1, what is the value?
1.
1. So if it is 1 means what I have to do?
Sequential to.
I have to clear the sequence counter to 0.
0.
ఇక్కడ చెక్ చేయండి ఈ సిగ్నల్. సో సీక్వెన్స్ కౌంటర్ దిస్ ఈస్ ఇక్కడ హై.
Only T3 it is high.
So here it is high because here it is 1 and this is also 1. Otherwise it is active and this is active and this is active. Is it okay? Now this is active. Sequence counter is active here. But what you have to do after T4, because D3 T4 is active. D3 T4 is active. Now in this, so this is nothing but T4 duration. This is the
sequential counter to 0, sir.
The sequence counter has to be 0.
0.
When it is 0, once again it starts from
T0.
And once again T1, T2, T3, T4, and once again if T3 is active means then it will be clear to 0.
Yes, sir.
All of you understand why after T4 you are getting T0. So go through the timing diagram for 1-2 minutes. Then once again 1 minute I will explain.
Sir, why is D3 active since T2, sir?
No, that's what here. See here. See the point. If decoder output D3 is active, if okay, there is no problem. It can be active here also, no problem. But assume that if D3 is active.
Sir, my question is why is it not going inactive?
Why? D3 is active from T2 onwards. Assume that now I am assuming D3 is active in this duration. Okay, D3 is deactive up to here. Then later it is deactive. Later it is active. Okay. Then this is only one predefined signal. Okay, I am taking some predefined signal. Some signal I am taking. Okay, it is not predefined. It is some signal. Some example I taken some signal. Okay, but you have to verify this point. Why D3 is deactive here? Why it is active here? It is not that question. Okay, it is general one example. Are you understand? Suppose assume that the D3 is deactive for here also. In this duration also it is deactive. Then it will continue T4, T5. Are you understand what I am saying? ఎవరైతే అడిగారు అర్థమైందా? Once again, this diagram, what is this diagram? This is clock, this duration is T1, this duration is T0, and this duration is T1, and this is T2, this is T3. So initially T0 is low, at the rising edge of the clock it will become active, and next rising edge it will become deactive. And next one T1 is low, and here it is active, so it can't be active here. So for the next rising edge it will be active like this. Then similarly T2, here it is active, so no. So it has to be deactive, and here also it has to be deactive. Now at this rising edge it will be active, and remaining it will be deactive. Then T3, at this rising edge it has to be active, and T4, at this rising edge it has to be active. When it is active, try to verify what is D3. D3 is nothing but one assumption signal. Okay, here this is also active, so D3 is active, T4 is active. D3, T4 both are active, so this sequence counter is also active. First sequence counter has to be active, then for the next rising edge it will be clear to 0. When D3, T4 is active, for the next rising edge it will be clear to 0. So in this duration D3 is active, T4 is active, so it has to be clear to 0. Say once again I will get T0, T1, T2, T3, and later it depends on the T3. What is the value of T3? The point you have to assume that when this condition is true, then sequence counter has to be 0. When it is 0, and once again it starts from T0, T1, and like that. Okay. If anyone have any doubts, you can ask. And here you have to understand this hardware control unit it is. Okay. So go through it. If you have any doubt, you can ask. ఏమన్నా డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి అమ్మా. సో B10 who is the CR? B10 లో CR ఎవరమ్మా? ఎవరు మాట్లాడలేదు సార్. Roll number 21. Are you understand what I said? Roll number 21. Roll number 23. Then 26, 25, 26, 18, 26. అర్థమవుతుందా? అర్థం కాకపోతే చదివి ఒకసారి చూడు, టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ చదవండి. 26.
Yes, sir.
Then 28. Akansh. So try to go through this, and if you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay. So after 5 minutes, you can do. I will close the session after 5 minutes. So if any doubt is there, means you can ask. Okay. And today you verify your GLR. Okay. I will give the assignment. The assignment you try to write in the, you purchase one notebook and write in that notebook. Okay. You can purchase any notebook. Okay. So any notebook. Then write the assignment. Okay. Assignment questions today I will send. Okay.
సార్ ఒకసారి నోట్స్ రైట్ చేయండి సార్. ఇది
లేదా మీకు పంపించే కదా,
Chapter.
చాప్టర్ 5 చాప్టర్ 6 రెండు పంపించాను మీకు క్లాస్ వాళ్ళకి పంపించాను చూడు.
ఓకే సార్.
ముగ్గురికి పంపించి అయినా ఇంకోసారి పంపిస్తాను. నీకు సపరేట్గా కావాలంటే ఒకసారి నీ వాట్సాప్ నుంచి నాకు మెసేజ్ పెట్టు. ఓకే.
ఓకే సార్.
సార్ కోర్స్ ఏమైనా చేయాలని అవసరం ఉంది?
కోర్స్ ఏదో చెప్పారు కదా, ఏం కోర్స్ చేయమని చెప్పలేదు మీకు?
ఇంకేం రాలేదు సార్.
ఏమ్స్ చెప్పలేదా మీకు?
చెప్పలేదు సార్.
ఓకే, నేను అది కూడా మెసేజ్ పెడతాను మధ్యాహ్నం లోపల. చెక్ చేసుకొని అది రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకోండి. ఆల్రెడీ మీకు వచ్చి ఉంటాయి కదా, మీకు ఆల్రెడీ మెయిల్ వచ్చిందని చెప్పి నేను చెప్పలేదు. ఓకే, నేను కోర్సు అన్ని మీకు డీటెయిల్గా పెడతాను, అందరు రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకేనా? రిజిస్టర్ టుడే ఓన్లీ. ఓకే.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే. రోల్ నెంబర్ 8 అఖిల ఉన్నావునా?
సార్ టోటల్ ఆఫ్లైన్ ఎప్పుడు అయిపోతుంది సార్? ఆఫ్లైన్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది సార్ టోటల్?
ఏమో మీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో అడగండి అమ్మా, కరెక్ట్గా మాకైతే తెలియదు. అర్థమైందా?
ఓకే సార్.
కావాలా ఆఫ్లైన్ ఫాస్ట్గా?
ఏ సార్ అడుగుతున్నా సార్, ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది?
ఇప్పుడైనా ఆఫ్లైన్ అయింది కదా, నువ్వు కాలేజీకి రావచ్చు కదా. నువ్వు ఏ సెక్షన్?
11 సార్.
అదే నంబర్
31.
మరి వాళ్ళు రావచ్చు కదా. ఆఫ్లైన్ కూడా జరుగుతుంది కదా ఇక్కడ, నేను వాళ్ళ క్లాస్లోనే ఉన్నాను. అందరికీ ఆఫ్లైన్ అయితేనే వస్తావు.
లేదు సార్, అదే లేదు సార్.
మాకు తెలియదమ్మా, అది ఒకసారి డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో.
ఓకే సార్.
ఆఫ్లైన్ కాలేజీకి రండి, మీరు ఫిజికల్ గానే జరుగుతున్నాయి క్లాసులు. ఓకే, కాలేజీకి కావాలంటే రండి.
ఓకే సార్.
అందరికీ ఆఫ్లైన్ నుంచి కానీ నాకు తెలియదు కరెక్ట్గా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. ఓకే.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Okay, ma'am, I'm closing the session. You can attend for next class. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.